lesson that Ashley has taught you?
Yeah. Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Can you expand on that?
Like, no matter the circumstance, like, you're always gonna love those certain people in your life. And
she's actually probably one of the best things that ever happened to the family.
I couldn't change. I would be lost without her. I wouldn't change things. You know?
A few things. If it wasn't for her coming into the family, we would have probably had a third child. Number one, so we would have missed out on. The other thing is she makes us realize how good we have it, no matter what.
That's it. Yeah.
What other father gets to come home and gets a hug from a 20-year-old daughter?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
If your child could say one thing to the world, what do you think it would be and why?
If she could say one thing in the world?
To the world, yes.
I think one thing to the world? Oh, dear. I love school.
And why do you think she would say that?
Because that's her favorite place to be, she enjoys being at school. She enjoys being around people and engaging and having fun with whatever you do at school. I guess the other thing is that she loves music, so that would be another thing that she'd want to say to the world. I don't know, but she loves school.
That's amazing.
What is one thing you want people to know about your child that isn't obvious to those who don't?
That isn't obvious? I think, I'm going to jump on that, but I think that he has a really good sense of humor.
Yeah,
That you don't know.
I actually know he does. I sometimes go and I'm actually special needs myself. I used to have an educational assistant, so back in grade 9, grade 10, I used to spend a lot of time around Daniel, and I kind of graduated from having a full-time EA about 2 years ago, or about 2.5 years ago, and he has a great sense of humor. He really loves playing with cars and toys, and you know, sometimes we play around with those, and he always, sometimes when I, you know, we like when I scrunch my face up or something like that, he always smiles, and he does the same thing. He likes to make funny faces and funny noises, and I find that really amusing. So I already know he has a great sense of humor.
Thank you for that.
He's a great guy. You're very lucky. You're very blessed to have him.
Can you describe a moment that stood out to you and made you understand what life is like for your child and how they're feeling?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about something to do for his birthday this year. You know, I can't make him a cake and I can't, you know, make his favorite dinner. And, you know, so there are very limited things that I can kind of do that make him happy other than just, you know, interacting with him. But he has literally only sort of reacted a couple of times with going to events or places, and one of them is the aquarium in Toronto. And I just always find it really fascinating watching him. So I go through the aquarium and everyone else is looking at all of the like amazing fish and sharks and all this stuff, but I spend the whole entire time watching his expression. 9 times out of 10, I would say that his fascination is with the light that ripples off the top of the surface of the water. And I always think, you know, like I just watch him and he's in such like wonderment of that thing. And sometimes I think that's it. I think for him, it's just very simple things that are very stimulating, or where he has this joy that other people don't notice or maybe don't focus on the way that he does. So I feel that he sees things we don't see, and other things to him are trivial.
Yes.
They think Isaiah doesn't understand anything. They think that just because he can't really quite respond to them, or he's not paying attention, that he doesn't understand anything, which is not the case for him. Because even though he might not understand everything, he absolutely does understand, you know, some of the things that are going on around him, and sometimes people don't give him that chance to let him show that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
What is the most important lesson your brother has taught you?
Emotions. Some people don't have a voice in this world, and which is why I'm doing Mirror Silent. I want to show that some people like my brother, even though he can't say some words, he can't express his own emotions.
Right.
What is one thing you want people to know about your child that isn't obvious if you haven't spent a lot of time with them?
That he has really good loving traits. That he wants to be good. He just has to be told, and people have to learn that over time. Liam will have his bad traits, of course, but he also has this kind, loving side to him, where he hugs you, and he wants you to be happy. If I've cried, he always hugs me. So he has that in him, but people are too afraid of him to ever see that, because they usually quit on me or they leave him alone, and then they don't get to know him.